Greetings and welcome back to Switch to Linux. We are doing another very rare, odd Saturday live stream. I'm keenly aware now as to why I stopped doing Saturday live streams. It's like the only day I have to get a lot of things done. But alas, I did kind of want to get this video recorded and have it released today, but it took me until 8 o'clock p.m. last night to get it downloaded because, yeah, here in America, I have a very limited bandwidth, so I had to go and steal some Wi-Fi from, McDonald's, KFC, wherever else I found a place I could park for a little bit. And able to get it, and so, hey, now that we have it, let's go ahead and just do the show live, because we haven't done a live distro review anywhere lately. What do you think, guys? Should we bring back a few more live shows? It wouldn't be Saturday, but I could probably, for you guys over the pond, I could probably do a earlier live stream, like probably a Monday or something, maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Let me know your thoughts in the comments there. But anyway, we'll go ahead and since this is such a rare occurrence for me to do a stream, I don't think we're going to wait for a whole quorum of people, especially since I actually have to get going here in if we're on here for 45 minutes, that'll be amazing. But anyway, Fluffy Cloud, hello there. Ark. How's it going there? Greetings. Well, let's go ahead and dive right on into our topic. We'll go ahead and hit our record button, then we'll go from there. Welcome back to Switched to Linux. We're recording this show live, a rare, odd live occurrence of a distro review. We're going to go ahead and see what this guy looks like. We're going to look at Ubuntu 2204. We're going to look at the Unity spin. This is very interesting. And so Unity does still exist. This is Unity 7, security patched, not up to date for Wayland and things. So this is one of the main differences between the Unity spin and the main Ubuntu release, which is now entirely Wayland, which begs some interesting questions. Is it time for, once again, Linux Mint to ditch the Ubuntu version? Because Linux Mint has resisted Wayland for a lot of reasons on their end. And so it's interesting to see, are they going to stick with that, or are they going to keep using the package base and go back to X like Unity version has done? I don't know. It remains to be seen. I have not seen an option to even change to Wayland, and I think the reason is that Unity may not support Wayland at this point in time. And other than that, they maintain the purple color that was released in the latest Ubuntu, no basic accent colors, and it gave me a little bit of nostalgia. I logged in, I'm like, wow, that's kind of nostalgic. Will we use it in the long term? I don't know. It's never been my favorite desktop, but I do like it. It's not too bad. Let's go ahead and first have a look at their website. So this is ubuntuunity.org. I don't think it is an official spin, but I haven't looked at the official Ubuntu spin page in a while. Needless to say, I don't care that much for Ubuntu these days. But anyway, we're going to have a look at it. You can go ahead and download it. They do have torrents available, and they have direct server downloads. I was not personally able to get the direct server download to work at all. I kept on getting timeouts. It might have been the crappy Wi-Fi I was on, though, because it also did not allow me to connect to VPN. Very interesting. But with that, I wasn't doing anything other than downloading it via torrent. Yeah! Let's not stick the ISP on KFC. But anyway, these guys, basically they did it for the people that like the old Unity look. They don't like the GNOME look. So they kept the Unity 7 because, of course, Unity 8 was a dumpster fire. In fact, I believe I can think, though, Unity 8 was probably what caused Switch to Linux to actually hit the field, because I came out one of the first people criticizing Unity 8, where everyone else was like, whoa, it's so amazing. I'm like, no, this sucks, actually, and it probably won't work. It's not a good idea. That's probably what actually launched my channel into the public sphere. So I do love Unity 7 for that reason. This is from their old video from May 2020, a couple years ago. Like I said, just go ahead and hit the download link. You can grab the current versions. They have the 2110, 2104.4, and then there's other downloads, including some testing. So you can go ahead and go there. There's not a ton of information about the distro everywhere else. And so with that, let's go ahead and I'm going to boot up the VM, and we'll jump on over from there. All right, so we have landed on the login page. So you can see if there were an option to change to Wayland or something, we'd see a little gear over here. But we don't see that up here. We have our basic information here. So you can see what our connections are. Here's our on-screen readers, whatever else. Let's go ahead and get logged in. And once we log in, we are going to land on the good old familiar nostalgic Unity 7. Look at that. And once we land here, let's see, create new folder. There you go. So you still have your desktop icons like you had before. So that was that's always a good thing for me, is the desktop icons. I know Linux Experiments talked about the new Ubuntu can still do desktop icons. He says, I don't know why they're doing this. I don't know why you'd want to use them. Because a desktop is meant to work on, my friend. That's exactly why you want desktop icons. You don't need everything buried within it. The desktop is for more than just having a pretty picture. It's to actually get your work done. That's why. But anyway, one of the greatest things about this one is we have snaps and Flatpaks. Now, I don't like the snap feature. I wish they didn't have it. And really the biggest problem with the current versions of Ubuntu is they are massive. I remember downloading the Ubuntu when it was like, 1.2 gig. I know some of you guys were like, well, I remember when it was just a couple of little floppy disks. And we're not talking about that. We're talking modern era Ubuntu. Literally, it more than doubled in size in only about 3 years, mostly because of the advent of Snap, which I do not like the snaps. And this version, unfortunately, is still over relying on snaps. So we haven't done anything with the snap versions. So these are the applications that's running Snap. We have the Notes as Snap. We have some Base. The Firefox is a Snap. GNOME, Snap. GTK themes are snaps. We have a Snap store. We have, of course, Snapd and the Snapd desktop integration. So there is a lot of snappiness on this already, including your web browsers. If you don't want to use the Firefox web browser, however, is a snap, there actually is a Firefox in here. I don't think it's a repository. I believe it is a flat hub. And so the good thing about this is that we do actually have Flatpak and we have Snap integrated here. But we talk about fragmentation on Linux a lot. Well, look at this. This is the one that's installed. It is a Snap and it does not have its icon logo. It's the one down here. We also have this one over here, which is a flat hub. Note there is no repository version of Firefox anymore, which is just indicating the further downhill fall of Ubuntu as it's forcing everybody onto snaps with basic web browsers. I mean, do you have a web browser that is not a snap anymore? Of course, let's see, ungoogled Chromium. Look at that. We have a flat hub of that. That's actually news to me. That's awesome. I don't see Chromium browser otherwise in here. I don't know. Maybe it's just not here at all. There used to have a version which would just download the snap and then install it that way. I don't know why it's not there anymore. But what we see here is we're starting to see some fragmentation in the software bases as well. Let's look at simple screen recorder, for example. And this is one of the ones that I had always looked at and said we had issues with snaps because of this. Look at this. So this is the unofficial one from this Chinese dude over here, which is available as a snap. We have this one here, which you see as a snap. You're like, I thought there was a repository version. Yeah, I thought so too. Well, if you do simple screen recorder with spaces, you'll get a third one. So there are literally 3 instances of simple screen recorder in the Ubuntu repository right now. This one's the Deb version. So we can grab the Deb and we can grab a snap version from here. Then we got this one down here, and there might be more as well. Who knows? But we're talking about fragmentation in Linux. Yes, Snap has simply added fragmentation, and then the Ubuntu repositories are such a mess. You type in simple screen recorder a few different ways, you get a few different versions. We don't get the repository without the spaces. We get only the snaps with 2 snaps, and they're both, by the way, unofficial. One says unofficial. This one, this is not the creator of Simple Screen Recorder either, by the way. All right. Who is making these things? I don't know. Are they well vetted or not? That's a good question. But you can find all of the software that you need. Of course, I always liked going to Kden Live as my test for what's in the repositories, because there should be a few different options here. This is a flat hub, and we have a repository version from Deb, and over here we have the Snap version and the Deb. I'm not sure why it appears a couple times, but we're seeing a lot of fragmentation in this with these types of things. Now, the rest of Unity is, as you would remember it, it's going to look very familiar, but I did notice one major issue with this, and that is that we're not actually seeing software pop up here. Now, I manually installed GIMP just to see and test how this would work. The only way I can find things is by manually typing for them. Of course, Firefox is installed. You have to search for it to find it. GIMP is installed. We have to search for it to find it. I cannot seem to get a list of apps here without it showing up. Rhythmbox apparently is on here, so I literally don't know exactly what software is going to be on the computer without doing a search for it first. And I tried changing the options here as well, leading me quite a bit to be desired on even the Unity version at this point in time. Now, is it going to work well for you? Well, I haven't tested it entirely. As I said, it is going to be your Wayland version. Let me show you that. So if we do a session show, you see it is on X, not on Wayland. So we did that test just to verify what we have. And this is actually the version without any Office suite software. So if I were to type in for Office, I don't get anything there. Type in Writer, I don't get anything there. So here's your upsides, here's your downsides on this. Well, if you like the old nostalgia of your system, you actually had the ability to download and use Unity, and it seems to work. It seems to be Unity. All the basic settings are there. I really wish I could see why the software packages are not populating inside of the menu, so I can pull down the menu and see them instead of having to search for them all. I'm not a huge fan of having to go to the menu and searching for things. This is why I like, the way GNOME does their software listing is fine with me. Just give me a list of icons. I like the menu options in Linux Mint, Mate, XFCE menus, things like that. But this, I don't know exactly what's on the computer without doing a search for it. And if I don't know it's there, I don't know to search for it. And I wish there was a good comprehensive way to get the list. That does not appear to be working. Fragmentation, I love to see the fact that we now have our flat packs in here as well. So if you don't like snaps, you can even install Firefox as a flat pack. You can install a few of the other options there as flat packs and maybe uninstall some of those old snaps. You can actually do that, but the snap and the flat pack, now we have all this fragmentation coming. So people are whining about fragmentation in Linux. We're making it worse with all these software management tools. So, hey, we can type in one thing and we get multiple different listings of all sorts of different types. That's kind of crazy. As far as everything else is concerned here, I don't think it's going to have any major stability issues. I've not gotten any of the crashes I've gotten the last several times I've tested Ubuntu installs. I'm always getting errors, send a report notice, whatever else. I don't even know what happened. I just get a pop-up that says there's an error. I didn't get any of those on this, so that's good. And I think if you are wanting to force yourself onto Ubuntu and you do like Unity, hey, it's a good option. We do have the option for, I didn't see a way to change the accent colors. I looked for that, but, you know, Unity never really had that to begin with. There is actually, though, come to think of it, if we go into the settings, though, there is your, I think it was how you used to manage the appearance with some icon packs. I intentionally did not pick any of those just because I remember they were kind of a pain to wipe out. So yeah, there you go. That's pretty horrendous. And we have our high contrast. And then of course the always had a problem with Ubuntu. I'd like to go back. Yeah, sorry, you're out of luck. Although there might be, that's behavior settings. There's no option to restore all of the look settings. So if you've changed your theme to one of these defaults, you're kind of stuck with it. So deal with it. You can probably go back there and make that change somewhere else in the system, though. I imagine if you were to delete a configuration file, it would reset itself to normal, whatever else. But yeah, we are still lacking quite a bit. A lot of these were, you know, this theme issue is always a bug with Unity in and of itself. So yeah, I'm not blaming this particular spin for that. That's a Unity problem. But anyway, there is Ubuntu 22.04, the Unity spin. So let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments down below, and we will see you next time. Alrighty, let me move my comments on over here and we'll chat for a few minutes here. Let me see, where are my comments at? There we are. That Linux dude. How's it going, Farron? Let's see. Fast food and free Wi-Fi. Okay, now we have a number more people on here. Would it be beneficial if we maybe possibly add a stream on a weekday morning sometime? Mostly for you guys over the pond, it'd probably be like after work for you guys. It'd be kind of earlier for me, like 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, who knows. Pseudo Reboot, good to see you again, my friend. How's it going there? Dan, greetings. Bonjour. Fast food and fast Wi-Fi, all part of their plan. I'm watching you, McDonald's. That's right. That's right. Well, I actually ate at KFC. Their Wi-Fi kind of sucks. I actually drove and parked next to McDonald's. Their Wi-Fi was pretty good. Not Wayland, using Xorg by default. Yes. This one is, let's see, Present Arms. Greetings. Doing well. Waiting for Mrs. R to remake some din-dins. All right. Very good, man. Unity does not work on Ubuntu 22.04. Installs and launches and pops up something went wrong. Yeah, just download Ubuntu Unity. I would probably not try installing it directly on it. Nothing works on Ubuntu 22.04, doesn't it, really? I haven't even tried it. I don't care. Ubuntu is basically dead to me. Riddled with problems. I've had to fix 3 already. Oh boy, use Firefox tar instead of Snap. Yep, absolutely. Wait, what on earth happened to the launchers in the Unity config? I don't know. That's my problem. I haven't a clue. Mozilla moment. Ask Canonical to make Firefox a snap, and then collaborates on that. There you go. Yep. Had to go back to 20.10. I know Linux Experiment was saying this is like they fixed everything. I'm like, I have a hard time believing that. If you go back to simple screen recorder unofficial, didn't it say Deb in its source as the first? No, I don't believe it did. I thought I looked at that. I already closed the VM down, so I don't know. Do you want me to look into that? Okay, let me see if I can pull this over here. Let me pull the VM back up, and I will look at that. I'm pretty sure I looked at that, and I didn't think it would, but I will check on that. Video Wayland has been delayed from 22.04 at NVIDIA's request. Of course NVIDIA requested it. NVIDIA's the devil. You guys didn't know that? They don't want to do anything positive with Linux. What are you guys talking about? Wouldn't have the patience to sort that crap out. Remember this fracturing being one of the reasons I didn't like the standard Linux Mint. All right. Okay, go here. Simple screen recorder. And unofficial. Oh, there is a Deb. Yes, you're right. Okay, let me see. What did that give us? So yes, you were right. It was there. I did not see that earlier. Of course, they're saying it missing support with Wayland. Good thing this is using X. Okay, so this is version 0.4.4. Snap version is 0. Wait, the Snap version is 0.3.1. That's the unofficial. Okay, let's look at this other one. This is just Ubuntu Snap. And then I will look at this. I know you guys can't see what I'm looking at, but... Okay, this one is 0. Okay, yes. So the unofficial one, you have to click the unofficial to get to the official repository version. Go figure that one out sometime. This is like insane. All right. So yes, it was there. Click install in the application scope, expand the installed section. Click installed to expand the install. I thought I did that. All right. Let me just keep the machine open. Let me go ahead and give that a try. Yeah, I looked at that and I did click on the installed. Okay, menus. Let's see. Okay. Oh, okay. It took a while. I clicked on that a few times and it was never doing anything for me. Let me show you what that looks like now. All right, there we are. All right, so if we open this guy up here, you're going to click on this and then click on this. That's showing me everything. Okay, thank you very much. All right. So, yep, there it is. Yeah, I thought he did that before, and I was not able to do that. Even this time, it took a few times to get it to actually function for me. All right, we're going to go ahead and keep the comments here. Hey, this is good. That looks like I'm looking at the comments. Well, I'm looking at the comments. There you go. Mainly my USB device is played up. I can no longer use Virtual Manager. Yeah, you're a bit late. Mass complaint to Mozilla. Yeah, mass complaint to Mozilla. Why? They have literally gone against their entire mission, and they're sitting here claiming their mission is still privacy. Yeah, right. I don't think Mozilla cares anymore what people think, which is a problematic thing. You'd think from all the YouTube reviews, it's flawless release. It's not. I don't know. Accent colors in Unity are wallpaper based. Snap crap. Jellyfish background, one of the better ones compared to before. I like the background. I like the jellyfish background. There you go. Blank OS I've been trying to find. It was built for adding flat packs or app images. Unity was my first Linux DE. Jumped right in and didn't even research it. Loved it back then. Yep. Well, after installing this Ubuntu, my Windows 10 could not be loaded. Such a pity. Now you need to repair your Windows. So if you're trying to dual boot stuff, if you're new to Linux, if you're trying to dual boot things, I don't recommend it, because what happens is the Linux install is going to overwrite the bootloader. You can actually fix this by just going in and updating grub in Ubuntu, set Windows to the default, and then if you need to boot into Ubuntu, hold the shift key as the computer boots up, and then it'll give you the grub menu, and you can choose whether you want to boot into Windows or Linux. So that's kind of how you fix that. That's a regular fix for it. All right. Let me see. Let's see files here. I want to see if I can remember how to get back to our basic configuration here. Holy crap. Local solution home session. I'm trying to see if I can remember how to get get back to the basic default on the desktop appearance. Change desktop background. Yeah, if I want to change my theme back to a blank theme, use system default. How might I pull that off? I don't remember anymore. Let's see. Make sure you fix this issue in next release, otherwise NVIDIA users will complain. Yeah. Ubuntu 22.04, you need to enable OS Prober in Grub to see. Oh, it does that does not have it. Oh, Lord. Yeah, very interesting. Unity tweak tool. Apt install. Apparently it's already installed. Okay. Hey, there it is. All right, good deal. All right, let's see here. Theme. Default. Restore to defaults. Okay, that's icons theme. Restore to defaults. Thank you. That restored all the defaults. Good. All right, there you go. Unity tweak tool. That worked. Thank you. All right. US Prober was disabled by default, citing security concerns. Okay. Then it mounts to detect. All right. All right, let's see. I think we're going to go ahead and jump off here for now. Let's go ahead and keep the stream up instead of updating the newer version, mostly for the interest of time, and I have a pile of other things I need to take care of today. Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and say goodbye to the kitties. We're not going to go ahead and feed them right now. They've eaten enough. Besides, they're sleeping. Right, kitties? The kitties are like, leave me alone, I'm tired. All right, guys. Also, let me know, would it be cool if we add a morning live stream once a week for you guys across the pond? Let me know in the comments. And with that, thanks for hanging out, everybody, and we will see you next time.